We're going to watch as we get a little closer to the weekend just because we have these opportunities to see some showers and thunderstorms in the area. Today, though, it's the quiet side of those systems that always comes through our area. Usually this time of the year, you get that nice day on the backside, and then certainly we start to see things turn generally a bit more active. Edgewater Beach live look. Lots of folks heading out to the beach this morning to enjoy some of that sunshine. You know what? I don't blame you. This is going to be one of those days to soak in because there's not much humidity out there. It's a little bit cooler than where we have been. And by have been, I mean when we were in the mid and upper 80s to lower 90s. We're still going to have that sunshine out there, but the rain chance stays extremely limited for today. If we see any rain popping up, it's likely going to be south of US 30. And even then, it's likely going to be pretty hit or miss as we go through the late afternoon, early evening. Our best rain chance starts to return as we look ahead towards the holiday weekend. And with it will come some slightly cooler temperatures for us as well. But the good news about this holiday weekend forecast, doesn't look like it's going to be a complete washout. I do think we're going to have time that you can spend outside, but you will have to keep a close eye on the radar likely through a good majority of that holiday weekend if you're staying here locally. First alert radar right now staying pretty quiet. We've got some cloud cover starting to build into the south. There's a system passing us by well south of our area, but it's this northern edge of the system that may clip our far southern counties as we go through the end of today. Otherwise, it's just waiting on that temperature to continue to warm up with all that sunshine. Right now we are sitting into the lower 70s, plenty of sun, just a few clouds here and there. That is going to generally be the big story for us today as temperatures return to the upper 70s to near 80. We'll walk you through what the temperature trend is looking like here locally for the holiday weekend coming up. Get a little bit closer to the holiday weekend. Certainly, we've had some bumps along the way through this work week with the really high heat values that we had with temperatures approaching 90. And then we had the storms yesterday. And now we're finally settling into a little bit of a quieter pattern. So that's the next big thing for us. Mild, less humidity, but still bringing back the sunshine today. Temperatures upper 70s to near 80. But this nice stretch, unfortunately, just doesn't last long enough. We're going to see a nice day again tomorrow. But once we get into the weekend, we're bringing back this daily opportunity for showers, even a couple thunderstorms. But the good news is this is not a complete washout. Yes, there's going to be a daily opportunity for showers and storms, but it doesn't mean that each day you can't find some time to get outside here across northeast Ohio. First alert radar sitting very quiet right now. You can just see those thicker clouds starting to work in for areas mainly south of US 30, and that is where I anticipate we'll have the better opportunity for some showers later today. For the rest of us, it's just enjoying the sunshine. You may notice a few of those fair weather clouds drifting through, but overall it's not going to bring us much in the way of moisture. As we get into the early part of the afternoon, look at where temperatures are already sitting. Mid to upper 70s here across the board, and just a couple spotty showers again south. This is not going to be a rain chance for everybody. If you live north, you're looking south, you may see some of those clouds growing a little bit taller in the atmosphere, but for the most part it's just going to stay well to the south of the US 30 corridor. And even then, if you live in that area, it's going to be very hit or miss as we go through the rest of today and even into the early parts of this evening. You lose the daytime heating, you lose that better fuel to keep these showers going, then we transition to a pretty comfortable temperature by early tomorrow morning. But what you're going to start to notice as we go through tomorrow is that humidity slowly starting to climb. It's not overly drastic. By this time tomorrow morning, still relatively comfy, but as we continue through Friday night and into early Saturday, this is where that moisture really starts to pile in, and it all comes out ahead of our next system. It'll usher out a little humidity Saturday night, and then it comes right back into play Sunday into Monday with a bigger system that's going to be sweeping through. So here's an early look at your future view. We're going to fast forward things through Friday because there's just not a lot happening here on radar for us, which is good news if you're traveling. But keep in mind, if you have plans early Saturday morning, this is when we're going to start to see at least a few of these showers, couple thunderstorms starting to mix in with what I think is going to be a little bit better coverage for folks that live along and east of I-77. Spotty farther to the west, but it really, as we approach that midday hour, I think that's where the best coverage is going to be. But the trend through the afternoon is that this complex continues to work to the east, and we do see some slow clearing. So not a complete washout for you. As you look ahead towards Saturday, even by Saturday evening, we may have a couple spotty showers out there, but for the most part, things are trending in a much better direction for us. Then we have another system that comes in on Sunday. Good news for us, that doesn't arrive until we get into the later part of the day, but it will leave us, I think, with some more soggier conditions, more widespread rain and storm opportunities for us for your Monday. And of course, that will give us a pretty active start to the upcoming work week as well. We'll walk you through that second half of the holiday weekend forecast in the next half hour.